Turns out we are not all like fine wine. We don't get better with age in the endurance department. In fact, there are a few factors that make us a bit worse. But there are some good things. If you want to hang on to your endurance performance, there are a few ways that we can actually do that. So first, let's dive into what's happening in your body that's causing us to slow down. It turns out aging athletes like us are highly studied individuals. Many people want to know how to keep performing top notch as they age. So there's some good information out there. And in a study published in the Journal of Physiology, they looked at things like oxygen consumption, exercise economy, lactate threshold, maximal aerobic capacity, your VO2 max, heart rate, stroke volume, and a few other things. So here's what they found. The biggest factor contributing to our endurance performance decline is related to our VO2 max. Now, VO2 max, or maximal oxygen consumption, refers to the maximum amount of oxygen that an individual can utilize during intense or maximal exercise. So the more oxygen a person can use during high-level exercise, the more energy a person can produce. There are a few things in your body that are happening to actually decrease your VO2 max that we can't really do much about. But the biggest reason our VO2 max drops along with our endurance performance, we can do something about. And I'm gonna get to that in just a minute. So here's what's happening in your body that is declining your VO2 max that we really can't do a whole lot about. First, your heart rate is decreasing with age. Starting at young adulthood, your max heart rate roughly decreases by about 0.7 beats per minute per year. Additionally, your stroke volume decreases with age. Stroke volume is actually the volume of blood pumped out of the left ventricle of the heart during each systolic contraction. It's thought your stroke volume decreases because your arteries stiffen up as you age. The stiffening arteries make it harder for the heart to pump blood out, thus decreasing your stroke volume. So since your heart rate and stroke volume is decreased with age, it affects the maximal cardiac output. Additionally, the decrease in heart rate and stroke volume affects how much oxygen your body gets and therefore can use. Now, another contributing factor to the reduction of endurance performance with age is our lactate threshold. Our lactate threshold, in simplest terms, is the intensity of exercise at which lactate begins to accumulate in the blood at a faster rate than our body can remove it. Now, the research isn't totally clear on this point. They know lactate threshold decreases with age, but it doesn't actually decrease predictive based on the percentage of our VO2 max. So there are some other factors that play a role in when and how your lactate threshold changes. So here's what we do know. Our heart rate slows down, our arteries stiffen up, and when these two things happen, our working muscles get less oxygen. And ultimately, we can't rid the body of lactate as fast. Which all of these things do play a role in reduced performance, but with that all being said, when the research was all done, these factors had a relatively small impact on endurance performance actually declining. What the researchers really found out is that we get worse because we stop trying as hard. Now, don't go blame all this on your significant other, your job, or your kids, but it turns out decrease in endurance and exercise performance regarding our VO2 is mostly to blame on our exercise training, our intensity, and volume. Now, this could be caused by time constraints, it could be caused by injury, it could be a reduction in energy or time, but let's face it, many of us have other very important parts of our lives, and we realize breaking records is no longer at the top of our list, and that's totally cool. Plus, many of us don't want to suffer through those gnarly max heart rate workouts 5 days a week anymore. And instead, we like to pace ourselves, we like to avoid injury, and ultimately we like to avoid pain. So here's the real truth. As you age, the biggest factor your body decreases is not age. The biggest factor affecting your performance is your training and your effort. So if you can keep yourself motivated, energized, and injury-free to bust out more training, you can actually compete with the young bucks. So if you do want to stay in the game, you can always add a few supplements to your routine to help with energy, recovery, and of course motivation. And if you want a free customized supplement plan, you can head over to cellsauce.com/custom. Also, if you want to hang on to your performance a bit longer, start adding 2 to 3 HIIT sessions into your workout routine. Our endurance performance drops largely because of a reduction in our VO2 max, And one way to boost your VO2 max is by doing high intensity interval training. Start with say like 30 seconds on, 1 minute off, and do it for 5 to 10 minutes. Work your way up to where you're doing 1 minute on, 1 minute off for 30 minutes. This may take time, so take it slow and keep working towards your goal. And if you want to nourish your body so you maintain your performance as long as possible, again, head over, get a free supplement plan, a personalized supplement plan at cellsauce.com/custom. And as always, like, subscribe, and you'll get more science-based videos that will help you boost your athletic performance. Hope you enjoyed, hope this helps. We'll see you on the next one.